Hey everyone, it's Army Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. It is time for one of my favorite videos of all time to make, the top monsters in Monster Legends. More specifically, it is the PvP Metropolitan Tournament for usage data for the mid-season. I like this because it is a good proxy for what the best monsters are. With regards to player versus player, right? These are the monsters that are most used. Huge shout out to Monster Legends Competitive Wiki for putting this together. Link in the description if you want to see the blog for yourself. So basically, the top 100 players, you can see them when you look at PvP. They go through all of the accounts and they tally up how many are used in offense, how many are used on defense, what's the total. And again, it's a good proxy for the best monsters. So if you're trying to decide who do I rank up, this could be a really good tell of who to rank up. It could also give you information onto who's an upcoming monster in case you're trying to invest some Ludum or Nebula. You can be like, okay, that is a good monster going forward. Now, as always, I can just tell you, Megaton is always going to be meta, so you could always invest in Megatons, and Pierce is going to be meta, so you can invest in Pierce. And then it's some monsters that just have like the broken traits, the broken skills, the broken relic, the combination of everything, right? That is when a monster truly shines. But yeah, Megaton I think is always the way to go. So for example, that's why Sentiron, you're probably going to see him like in the top 15 or something, legendary monster, but just having permanent Megaton makes him usable. But with that being said, let us see. Reminder that A is for attack, D is for defense, and T is for total. The ratio of players with play-to-play monsters, pay-to-play monsters versus none this mid-season was 82 to 18. Okay, so it is definitely becoming more paywall heavy. I think the numbers, I forgot what the numbers were last time, but it wasn't this close. And again, I keep saying this. Right now, there has been no truly outstanding paywall monster. And I will say that is starting to change. And not even just the paywall monsters, but the talents are definitely getting better. Like, we just got our first unrelenting assault type of talent, right? We got kill streak with Dark Voltic. So now when you kill someone, you get an extra turn. And then 3 uses where it deals physical damage to the enemy. So pretty useful, not crazy unrelenting assault, get 3 extra turns broken, but hey, still an extra turn on any of your monsters, especially if you partnered up with a Pierce monster. You can literally Pierce, OTK, get an extra turn, and maybe Pierce and kill someone else. So definitely some power there. Yeah, but nothing has been truly groundbreaking, I would say. You know, we started off with Face Shield, Evasion, Positive Effect Protection, now monsters are double cleansing, so stuff is starting to counter itself. We have a lot of stuff to counter Chiao Long, freeze immunity to the whole team. Now, yes, Chiao Long can still do Ignorance of Bliss, which is double cleanse and then AoE cleanse. But, you know, depending how you synergize and everything, it could work out to your advantage. But without further ado, let us scroll down and let's see who are the top monsters in Monster Legends. Are the Metros taking over completely? They started to take over last time I did a video like this. So let us scroll down. So the Heavies. These are monsters that 40 or more players were using. Let us scroll down and just like I said, Megatons. So in first place is Pangoliath with a total of 51 total usage, 34 in offense, 17 on defense. So he's used twice as much in offense as he is used on defense. So 34 total offense. I mean, he just makes it so easy because if the enemy is still using Chiao Long, they have to go through Pangoliath first. So if the AI is dumb and does like Ignorance Bliss, Pangoliath will absorb it. If the AI is smart and does Corrupted Dragon, hey, guess what? Pangoliath still absorbs it. So there's literally nothing a Chiao Long can do on defense. Like, you absorb it, you're good to go. You can run a Soul Drag and kill whatever monster kills him. You can run Mud Body and make him tanky and then dish out Mud Body damage, so that can be devastating to the monster. I mean, he's a fantastic monster to have. If there's any one monster you should invest in from this era, it is Pangoliath. Alright, all your Ludum should be going to Pangoliath. You don't really need any other monster. This monster is going to be available and usable for a long time to come. We already have an Earth Megaton monster in the Metro era, Falsarius, and he does not compare to a permanent Megaton. So Pangoliath at 51, and look who is trying to take his spot with 49 total usage. He was just 2 points away, and look at this difference. 17 on defense, 17 on offense, and then 32 on defense. So Slumster is a go-to defense monster. I'm a little... I don't know why he's the most used on defense. So in terms of his skill set, yes, he has dodge area. He can do evasion to the whole team. He can do double cleansing. He can do stamina regen. Yeah, so he's definitely good. He can hold double traps, which I'm not a fan of the double track relics, but it is what it is. So on defense, the only reason I'm not a big fan of him on defense is because from the perspective of me battling him, it's easy enough for me to counter him, right? I can bring my own Slumster, even if I'm slower, I set evasion to my team. Or I just bring a Pierce monster, right? I bring a Pangoliath and a Spec, AoE Pierce, boom, boom, boom. So I don't really see why he's used more on defense than on offense. I would assume on defense you could probably do a smarter play with him. He's also immune to control, so if the enemy still has Chill Long, even if you don't have Pangoliath, again, you have dodge area, so you partner up with a taunt monster. Pangoliath won't freeze you. You're immune to control. Oh, even if you don't have a Mega Taunt monster, again, you have dodge area. The Corrupted Dragon won't work, so you can just go second in the turn order and then cleanse the freeze away from your team. So I don't know. I don't really understand why he's most on defense. I guess we'll have to see some of the monsters. Lord Nabotis, take a look at that. 40 on defense. He is the top defense monster right now. 48. So Slumpster just barely beat out Lord Nabotis. But still, we have 2 corrupted monsters in the top 3. And then Slumpster, free-to-play maze monster, by the way, guys. Free-to-play maze monster. Scrolling down, we have Spec. There is Spec at 40 usage, so she has fallen. But look at that offense, 32. She is almost as popular as Pangoliath, just a 2 player difference. That is crazy. So these are their top 4 monsters. As you can see, we have 3 corrupted monsters and just 1 German male boy Metro monster. Okay, that is cool to see. Let us scroll down. In 5th place, Fruit Taster takes it with 39. He almost made it into the heavy category. Just needed 1 more usage, and Spec almost fell off with 1 usage. It's going to be interesting to see how the season ends. So 12 and 27. So popular defense monster. I mean, Fruit Taster just exceeded my expectations. Life regen, stamina regen, great healing skills, 30% against Megatons, 90%. Just phenomenal monster. I really enjoy using him. He's also immune to torture. He's really hard to take down. You got to go brute force. So yeah, I can understand why. We have Chill Long at 36, so look at this monster, 24 and 12. So primarily being used on offense more than on defense, kind of the same as with Pango over here. Twice as many on offense than on defense. We have Poseidonia, the Tails monster. So far, check this out. Free-to-play monster. It's a race monster, but still a free-to-play monster. Tails monster, free-to-play monster. Ryclops, free-to-play monster. So I'm telling you, there haven't been any like paywall monsters that have been must-haves. You need this monster. But yeah, I mean, Poseidonia has phenomenal anticipation. Again, like if you want to think of like top monsters, top mechanics, top traits you want to invest in, it's Megatons, it's Pierce, it's anticipation. Like that is the way to go. And then there's some good ones, right? The Bullroiks, the immune to controls, all that stuff. But yeah, I can see why, mostly on defense as well. Ryclops, 20 on defense. I actually don't see this. Again, like, if this is the most popular offense monster, Ryclops on defense to me doesn't do much, but I guess they're trying to counter other stuff. Not to mention, if you have a 150 Ryclops with like a hidden shift, that still deals some crazy damage to everyone. Graxack. So this is the first paywall monster that is from the Metro era. That is what, in the top 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's in 9th place, 25 total usage. So hey, might replace Ryclops. 21 on offense, 4 on defense. Honestly, Graxack now could easily be used with the Modrax and obviously with the Slumpsters and any taunt monster you want to add. So dodge area status caster, permanent dodge area over here. So put in the Syntheris, put in the Modrak, put in the Darkuma. Like you can make it work. So Graxack, I'm really glad I started buying the monster. She's phenomenal. I have her at 144 right now. Still using her in the rank up survival dungeon. We have Pure Pandoff. I mean, he's really good. Free to play, turn transfer, evasion at rank 5 to the whole team. So I like him a lot. Great control skill. Syntheris. I remember when Syntheris came out, he wasn't that impactful. But I knew that as soon as Dodge Area Monster got released, he would become more valuable. And look at that. He has jumped up in the rankings. 20 total, 12 on offense, 8 on defense. He can also apply Megatons if you need it. And of course, with the talents, the street talents now, you can give him a face shield. So now he can have Megatons and the face shield. Especially, it works out really well with a monster like Graxack that is just a status caster dodge area, because when she loses that dodge area status caster, she's a regular monster. AoEs will hurt her. But not if you Megaton and then have face shield. Not to mention he has like a 50% healing skill. He has damage mirror, so the enemy has to be really careful about killing him. There's Modrak, another top monster. So obviously dodge area taunt is a powerful mechanic. Here we have another dodge area monster that can do triple damage, only used on offense because you triple damage spec, and it's a OTK. Mouseron 4 and 8. Mouseron, how he has fallen down to 12. Oh my goodness. I think by the end of the season, he's probably going to be down to like less than 10. That is sad. Zool. I'm surprised Zool's not higher on there. I love Zool. Zool works so phenomenally with your taunt monsters. Sorry, your mega taunt monsters. For example, if you have Pangoliath and Zool, you can do the evasion extra turn skill and then give double damage to your attacker. So I use I use Stock Killer. Spec Killer? Oh my gosh, I always mix it up. I use Stock Killer, so then I double damage Stock Killer. Sometimes I'll even do the random buff and it gives it a damage boost. Sometimes I'll do the AoE skill that does ignite to the enemy, apply vulnerable with Snitch Brand, and then my monster's even stronger. So I love Zool. My Zool just got to 150. I'm surprised it's lower. I think, man, that Slump Search just really took over. But yeah, Zoa, I would imagine it'd be higher. Jakuna high, another dodge area. There's my stock killer right there, 4, 6, 10. Gotta love it. This monster's cool because you also have Anticipation. You don't just have Pierce, you have Anticipation. And there's Santarion at 639. Look at him beating out a lot of Metros, a lot of corrupted monsters. He is just insane because of taunt, dodge, area. You can literally do Zool, Santarion, just set up the evasion. If the enemy can't deal with it, they are in trouble. Raijin, another monster that does like the triple damage buff, double damage buff, and then let your Pierce monster go. Dark Voltic, 178. I think this was primarily testing. I don't see why he would be used on defense as much. Maybe I'm crazy, but too easy to counter. Too many Anticipation monsters. If you have evasion, the AI, which is recharge, like, yeah, I don't see it. I can see him being used on offense. Again, like partner up with Zul, especially with the Adrenaline Injector. Never runs out of stamina. It doesn't even need stamina runes. Just you can go double strength. Speed, you can go even a life rune to take care of Soul Drag. I mean, you're dark, so Soul Drag doesn't even hurt you. Yeah, I think I expect him to be higher by the end of the season, so maybe like 15 plus. Phenomenal Megaton monster, probably the best one we have right now in the game. He starts off with Megaton at rank 3, has 2 evasion skills, one doubles the max life, the other one does increased healing, has a life healing skill, 30% healing to everyone, plus a life regen to your whole team. Phenomenal monster, can even shock the enemy if needed. Hammer, another Megaton monster, like another Megaton monster, a top monster. Ingwe's just a phenomenal corrupted monster. Immune to torture and can't trade disable, so you can't chill long absolute zero this monster. Atron, immune to control. Artifact monster. Anticipation, Bloomeria, recently used during wars. She is so darn powerful. Double damage, unrelenting assault, extra churn, just AoE, like, oh, she's powerful. Lucky Clint, Anticipation monster. Are you starting to see a theme? Taunt, Megaton, Anticipation, certain things keep coming up. Meltia's Artifact monster, Sigurd and Fort, immune to control, exclusive bounty at season 1. Dodge area monster, I think this is what, revival? I don't even know what this Electron does. I'm going to assume he revives. Anticipation monster, immune to control, taunt monster, dodge area monster, churn transfer, Megataunt, Panda. I'm surprised he's at 2. He can res, I guess, with the revival essence. Thalassi, you could always churn transfer into her. Just a dark Anticipation monster. Let's see, Colonel Pip, percentage damage, Drobana, I actually don't even know what he does. I remember he wasn't impressive. I think he double cleanses. He's one of those double cleansers. Master Rat, 1-1, Dark Uma, there's the top monster, Goribuki, and then some of these are probably just for fun. Look at that, Orakati actually getting 1 usage, Therma actually getting 1, these pairs actually getting 1. Ever since Pure Panda got released, there's like no reason to use Elvira. Dork is at 1. I never expected him to be high usage. I expect the new guy to be high usage. Beambot, like, even though Beambot is going to come out in a couple days, like 2-3 days from the time recording this, and the bounty lasts for a week, I expect Beambot to be in this, like, top meta 100 players. But yeah, guys, that is everyone. Neurofunk, who the heck is he? Race monster. But yeah, guys, these are the top 100 monsters in Monster Legends. Not top 100 monsters, the top 100 player usage data. So now you see who's the best of the best and who you should be investing in. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about... oh, look, we can see her here. Beambot. I definitely think Beambot is going to make an impact in here. But yeah, and Dark Voltic is definitely going to move up as well. Let me know your thoughts. Anything's going to change? What do you think about it? Are you surprised by anyone? Any not thoughts in the comments below? Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.